guys, I totally screwed up. I'm still getting used to this, trying to film stuff. Just the regular stuff I do and work on. Here's my truck, 2012, 6.7 Power Stroke. I did just install this. Little LED light strip and put new loom on it and everything. I gotta get new clips to hook that up to the hood because I have a Cervini hood, or Cervini, they say. The manufacturer says it that way. So figured I'd go the nicer light under here. 15 bucks Amazon, super cheap, can't beat it. It's pretty bright. And I hooked it up to my factory harness. But I did just start right here. Mishimoto Low Temp Thermostat, or Performance Thermostat. I ordered on Amazon. It was like $93. Yeah. But pretty much, I mean, these trucks run at like, it's like 190, something like that. 200. Most of the time you won't see north of temps of 205, something like that, unless you're hauling pretty heavy or something's wrong, low on coolant or something. So I did start working on it, and I just thought, hey, I need to film this. Might help somebody. Thermostats on these are pretty easy for the most part. I did the same thing I pretty much did for the Audi. Started siphoning this coolant out into a clean bucket. I have new coolant also, in case, I don't know. That coolant is pretty new though. But siphon it out. Obviously make sure your truck or whatever vehicle you're ever gonna touch coolant on is not hot and up to operating temp, because coolant systems do build pressure. Not a crazy amount, but don't want to burn yourself. So I drained that out, emptied my reservoir best I could. You know, I know it's not going to be all of it. I'm still going to have coolant spill everywhere. There's a clip on here. This is your upper radiator hose. Follow this back. There's a clip right here. So it's like a quick connect. You can get that to slide back. All right. Now you give it a little wiggle off that nipple there, and you see your thermostat down in there. I don't know if you can, but I can see it. Then you have 3 8mm bolts around it. I recommend kind of unscrewing them crisscross best you can and reinstalling them the same way, just to make sure it seats flat and good. I could be doing that for no reason, but hey, that's the way I like to do it. So I already got them loose. I'm gonna continue getting them out, and I'll pick the camera back up once I got it all apart. All right, guys, we got a new one right here. Take those 3 bolts out. That thing came right up. Our thermostat's sitting right there. So we're gonna get fluid coolant that's gonna come up and out. So I'm trying to swap them kind of quick-ish. That's not too bad. Here's our old one. Here's our new one. I think there's like 190 they flip. This is 170. Let me make sure it's seated right. There we go. That's down in there good. This goes back on. Right over it. Now we'll tighten these up by hand. There's the 2 on the left side, towards the valley of the motor, towards the center, are much longer than the one on the right. That was a short guy. All 3 of them are 8mm, like I said earlier, and like 6 other times. So we'll just get them tightened up real quick. I'm starting them all by hand, because I don't want to have any problems down in here. It's for sure be a pain in the ass. But yeah, alrighty. That's in. I'll tighten it back up, pick the camera back up in a minute. Got those 3 bolts tightened up. And now make sure this guy's pulled back. All right, so it's not in the way. Set this down over it. Make sure that's pressed down on there all the way. And go ahead and push that clip in. And now you're gonna wanna make sure that those little arms on that clip, arm pushed out, Because if they're pushed out, it means they're not locked in around that thing, and it'll come up, or it can come up. Oh, and it can come up. Alrighty. Now we're gonna put some coolant back in it. Sorry for the focus, didn't realize. Now we're gonna put some coolant back in it and see what happens. Hopefully, all right, guys. I got it put back together. Tighten them up. That clips back in. Filled her up with some fresh coolant. Don't mind this. This is temporary. I just put that in. This is my hood light. I kind of like that. I zip tied to there for now. Tomorrow, I got some push to connect zip ties, or push mount zip ties coming in. So they will go in those holes, clean that up, get that done right. Yeah, it looks like we're good. I'm gonna let it warm up. Let it sit here and run and get up to temperature. I'm waiting for it to circulate, like that. Wait for it to circulate, and then double check, make sure there's no leaks. But yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, I spilt some when I loosened those bolts. I actually ran out to AutoZone to see if they had any of them push mount zip ties, and they didn't have any. So while I was gone and all that stuff, I left that loose, and the coolant from the block, that like difference in pressure, just slowly pushed up and seeped out and leaked out of the thermostat housing where we were working and spilled out. So when you do take yours apart, if you're doing it immediate, be prepared for it to come pushing up out of there and dumping all over the place. I only lost about, I don't know, half gallon, maybe a little bit less than that. But I hope this helped. Good night, guys. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. I got work tomorrow morning. I'll see you on the next project.